What's up, everybody? We are live, and let me refresh. Make sure you can see me and hear me. And it looks like we are good to go. The B. I don't know where he's at. Running a little late. Hopefully, he can jump in to the live. He's supposed to give us an update from everything that went on South by Southwest. Did a little talk, did a little talking, B's around. He likes to make connections. He's good at that. Looking a little blurry. I don't know what's going on here. But if he doesn't jump on, at least I can give you whatever info he gave me, what eBay's looking for, and the future of eBay selling and buying. So we'll get into that. But first, who is here? Trackstar, Swoop Man, Rock the Kicks, Tony, Dapper Fanatic, Big Money, Mo, RJ Funky Finds, Manny Fresh, Brian. What's up, Brian? How was sourcing? He says sourcing was dookie. Milkman, what's up? Dapper Fanatic B, he's on a private jet. What's up? Astro Drip says Nike is back. Big Money Mo knows all about that. Puma Hustler, what up? One Kick Finder, The Plug. Benny, what's up? Always good to see you. Stevie D, what up? Jose, what's up? One Kick Finder, who hit on the concepts? Me and the wife hitting our sizes. Couple goals. There we go. Coup Kicks, all them boxes are ready for a huge sale. Been piling them on. Good inventory's been coming in. I'm happy about that. Lots of hats and jerseys. So I got a lot of listing to do. It's good. Good problem to have. Sneaker wise, Goat's been good. Anybody else? How are sales? eBay consistent. StockX, I really don't have a lot listed for StockX, but Goat, eBay good. Let me see. SA, nice background. I know it's not all fancy like the B. I got a bunch of boxes. Hustler hats. There we go. Let me see. Mr. Eric, Hustle Crow, Resell Freak, Stealthy Finds, Browntown Finds in the house reporting from work. eBay and Goat good. Resell Freak, William Perry, what's up? Mr. Eric StockX crazy. Benny says eBay sales good, but sourcing bad. Goat is getting out of control. eBay down 30K. Big Money Mo. Stat Pat, what up? More people coming in. So we got news. We got our main topic. Sneaker releases coming out this week. See what we like or don't like. And then, of course, we'll look at some of the finds out there. At least what's left. Jimmy, what's up? Flipping the hustle. Too legit. All right, let's get started. And into Wednesday news. Now, Chicago ones rumored to release October 29th. That's also anniversary date, me and the wife. But here's the thing. Will Nike actually do it? Someone had a really good comment on here. They were like, you must not know Nike and Jordan brand if you're thinking they're going to give you OG look, OG materials. There's going to be something tweaked in there that makes it a little different. We don't know what that is, but they do it every time. It's like, oh, sorry, guys. We could have done the OG, but instead, we took off the Wings logo. Now it's patent Chicago ones instead. Or maybe toe box is a different color. Almost Chicago, but not quite. We'll do the Chicago another time. Southtown Finds, what up? Let me see. No, Nike is going to do a restyle, says SA. October 29th equals December 12th nowadays. They say will be aged, says Big Money Mo. Which, if we go here, yeah, apparently Midsole not necessarily looking clean and white, like maybe like a little yellowed, aged looking, which that's what's in, right? Vintage looking, that kind of. Let me see Chicago script across the heel. Let me go back up and see Bounty Nomad. What's up? As say Penny 2's coming back. We're going to talk about that. Hustle Crow, eBay been slow last 2 months. And I think Jimmy had said what's up already. I remember the Bloodline ones. All the mock-ups were Jordan 1 high. OG bread, Cool Kicks. That is true. I kind of forgot about that one. Color code was similar. Cool Kicks. So that's what they're reporting right now. We shall see. We don't have any official photos yet. So we'll wait on those. We'll see what they say. I did hear Nike's doing the age look across the board next year, says SA. Kid, what's up? Age look is trash. Hustle Crow not feeling it at all. Next, news. Where are we? Penny 2 social status. How do we feel? Now, if we go to some of the looks, lighter blue, light gray, I don't know. I just feel like, well, of course it's a collab, but I'm pretty sure you'd want the OG color at this point. Which plenty of photos. Let's go to the other one. Comes with a little keychain, little Penny 2 keychain. This is the one we wanted to see. So of course, very similar to the OG, except a lighter blue. And of course, the social status Nike Swoosh logo right here on the reflective oval on top. Let me see. Trash, Big Money Mo, not liking it at all. Give me 5 pairs of the black for myself, SA. Fire, Maximo likes them. Do we like the white with gray or the black and white light blue? The box is dope, SA. Rodolfo says, eBay doing good. I'm about to list my retros on GOAT. Platinum color upper, Hustle Crow. I like the black and blue bottom. Omar. What other photos do we have in here? Oh, there we go. There's a box. Featuring Lil Penny. Lil Penny in the box. Penny 2 in collaboration with Social Status. A little like light pink, light blue. Let me see. What up? RJ Funky finds from Too Legit. Southtown finds. Price Assassins. What up? Too Legit likes the white and light one. Carolina blue, always solid colorway with black. Hustle Crow. And so, yeah, that was kind of the updates right now. We're going to see a lot of dunks also coming out. Dunk lows. Just so many different colors and variations now. So that's pretty much Nike's next project to milk is dunk lows. So we'll talk about that another time. Anyway, get this out of the way. Go to our releases this week. Starting off with, get this out of the way, Air More Up-Tempo trading cards. $160 in the chat. Smash or pass. Embassy Up-Tempo inspired by retro basketball trading cards. White leather upper, black air overlay, yellow air bubble. Yellow, blue, and orange outlines. How do we feel? Hell no, says Darren. Poor nickname, rubbish, dapper fanatic. Pass, pass, pass. 3 passes in a row. Cool Kicks, meh. Maximo finds, pass. And I think they're also coming out with like a Lakers colorway, black and purple. I mean, we're going to try to milk this now too, up tempos. Is there a need for that? Who wearing them sneakers though? Big Money Mo, nothing creative about it. Rodolfo says pass. Next, Air Trainer 1 Dark Smoke Gray, $150. This will be tomorrow. Another colorway of Nike's futuristic redesign of the Air Trainer 1. Dark Smoke Gray and a gray upper with splashes of blue on the quarter panel and yellow midsole. Of course, we got the strap, pull tab added to the tongue, and remix panels. Material choices aid the more rugged approach. Smash or pass? Let me see. Pass. SA, I need these. Pass on those. Dookie, Hustle, and Silence. What up? RNJ, what are those? 150 too. So much going on. Exactly. The strap, the pull tab, the colors, even the back, different materials. We got the yellow and gray with the midsole. Yellow, bad idea. Trainers, the next dunks in a few years. Might be. Let me see. Danny said, yeah, talking about Bo Jackson. There we go. Too legit. Danny said, want for the personal. Wouldn't buy it even if I had the bees money, says Darren. This is for a certain type of customer. 150, a little much. I agree. Next. Do we have to? Should we? Reeboks. I mean, more collabs, but let's go to the next. Yeezys. Should we? 210. Easy 700. And Friday, March 18th, Adidas.com, Easy Supply, select retailers. Next. Man, I gotta tell you, LaMelo, people are loving these. And now we get the All-Star. Is this the All-Star colorway, right? Friday, March 18th, 125. And inspiration from his team, Charlotte Hornets, of course, completely purple with a little bit of teal accents in there. 1 of 1 tag, rare written on the outsoles, wing graphic, stitched to each side panel, all present. Mellows are fire, stat pat. Let me see. Puma Hustler, Mellows are big, surprise sleeper. What's the best release you've showed so far? Oh, that's the best. Yeah, a lot of people liking them, bringing Puma back. Well, really just this one shoe, because oh man, a lot of people have been asking for them. Foot Locker, things like that. Hey, get the Mellows. People are sleeping on Puma, good resale value. They're super clean too. I wonder basketball though, are they good on court? How are they? Let me see. Good profit margin on these. Astro Drip. Good resale value. Surprisingly selling good. Danny Sen. The Rick and Mortys are the best though. Very true. A lot of people love the Rick and Mortys box and everything. It is super clean shoe with the design. So helping Puma come back is a great signing for them for LaMelo Ball. Let me see anything else on here. Anything else in the chat. So I'll be on Friday, March 18th, 125. Next, Dunk High Clot, 150 also on Friday. And let me see, Juice Store USA, Clot's latest Nike collab dropping later on this week. And what? Inspired by a duality of yin and yang's black and white colors. Co-branded tongue tags, special box design, extra sets of laces for a bit of customization complete the project. I don't remember seeing, or maybe I just didn't even pay attention to some of the sneaker news on this one. Cop, trash in a silver colorway like the emoji, but we'll get an L. Papa Ball not too happy. Koo kicks a lot of purple on the LaMelo. So this one 150 on Friday for the Clot Dunk High. And last, Jordan 13 Del Sol 200 on Saturday. How do we feel about the Del Sol? Super clean, right? At least like a little gold, a little Laker look to them. But of course, they've done all the other colors now for the 13s, like the black and purple one. And people remember it's like very close to like Sacramento Kings. And now we get this one, Del Sol. Mimics various OG colorways, white tumbled leather upper, holographic bubble. And so yeah, bright yellow suede. Reverse Mellow 13s, really. SA. Hustle B colorway. Where is that guy? I think it'll be flooded, minimal profit. Jake is here. Let's see, hacks with the fire hairstyle. The real Jake, know it to flip it here in the chat. I like that. Pittsburgh 13s. Let me see. They'll soul more like they'll trash the plug. They'll do all right after a couple of months when they go to the outlets. Big Money Mo picking them up with a discount. Let me see. Got to build my flex and JD accounts for these quick flip Southtown finds. So that was it. That was our last one, I believe. Yeah, that was it. Jordan 13 Del Sol this week. And of course, LaMelos. And we're passing up tempos and all of that. So, all right, we're done. Let me get this out of the way. Our main topic, what is the future of eBay? Let me remove. Now, before I start, the B, he was telling me some things, South by Southwest. What did they talk about? Him also talking with eBay. What are they looking for as far as what are they selling right now? What's the future of eBay look like? What's been going on? So kind of made a little slideshow, and then we'll get into something a little fun, see what you guys think on some of the trends that are going on. So here we go. Get this. Here we go. This is what eBay wants right now. 4 categories. We're going to add a 5th one in a little bit. Watches, sneakers, handbags, and trading cards. These are fast-growing categories with younger audiences. Younger audiences, which eBay wants to get younger. And enthusiast customers who shop across eBay. This customer is key to eBay's success. This is what they want. Let me see what the chat says. I need to see the chat so we can keep this conversation going and see. And it's kind of funny, though. It's like, yeah, eBay wants this, but it's kind of similar to, what do you know, StockX, who they want to compete with. I almost feel like eBay hasn't really found who they are, and they've been kind of trying to jump on different trends and things that are going on with other successful companies instead of just finding themselves. Like, don't try to be Amazon, which they tried to do that already. Super cheap items, free shipping, fast shipping, getting all of this stuff out. And then they're like, all right, maybe we're not Amazon. Maybe we should look into different things. But then 2020, sports cards, Pokemon cards, different things like that. Sneakers, of course, on the rise. Hey, we can do that. Hey, let's get into this. But StockX always just jump them because eBay is just up in the clouds. They're just like, they're just there. Like, what do you want to do next? Exactly. William Perry. So same as StockX and go. Watches really younger people. Price assassin. That's a good point. We have no problem with getting sneakers as SA. eBay needs to get better with the payment process like Mercari and Posh. Hustle in silence. And I agree. Which is kind of funny because that wasn't even one of the main points when they talked to B at South by Southwest as far as payment plans go. Big Money Mo, eBay running full speed, but on a treadmill, so going nowhere. Make eBay great again, stealthy finds. Watches is going to be tough. They even have on eBay like a little, oh, they did like watch. It was like an episode on watches or something. I didn't see exactly what it was, but I saw the thumbnail. And so they're definitely going to want to be pushing watches. Yaroslav, exactly my opinion, the problem with eBay all over the place. StockX and Goat specialize, so they always be ahead of eBay in the sneaker game. AN, what's up? What about eBay? Would you say eBay is, I guess, a leader in used sneakers then? Because StockX, we know that's not even an option. Goat, you can, but I feel like more people are into, all right, damaged box, you can get that. You can get new without box. Of course, you can get brand new with box, different options. Big Money will hit it hard today. Congrats, bro. We'll get into that too. That's on our fines portion of the show. I just want them to make people pay for offers that are accepted. That's all we want, Stat Pat. That's all we ever wanted. We just want immediate payment on offers. eBay should just make a standalone app for sneakers so sellers and buyers can just focus on sneakers. SA. Sometimes, SA, your ideas are just too good. eBay cannot understand. I still love eBay though. The fact they haven't changed much over the years make them a stable platform for years to come. Very true too. I guess I would like them to come up with their own ideas instead of trying to copy other ideas because it worked for another platform. Another thing that they could be, apparently they're working on, I don't know how it's supposed to look, what it's supposed to do, but they're trying to come up with their own version of whatnot. How would that work with eBay? I don't know. But see, here's another example of them wanting to become a different platform, a different company than what they are. Just leave that to whatnot and let them do whatever they're doing. Focus on getting payment. Okay. Next, this is what eBay is working on now. Number one, parts and accessories. This is the fifth one they want to add to the four that we just talked about. 1 out of every 3 eBay shoppers buy parts and accessories. This category is all about confidence. Getting the exact item that will be perfect for your car, truck, or motorcycle. We're taking strong steps, like upgrading the fitment and finder's experience, connecting with customers in person at auto shows and events, and investing in full funnel marketing for parts and accessories. They need the bee and price assassins out there at car shows to tell them and to talk to buyers and sellers. So I wonder what they're going to do with this. We know we talk about handbags and watches and all that, but car parts, huge part of eBay, and they want to really, boost that up even more. Number 2, collectibles / eBay Vault. eBay Vault coming next quarter. 31,000 square foot secure storage facility and digital marketplace for trading cards and collectibles, with plans to expand into luxury goods. Once it is in the vault, then ownership can transfer from seller to buyer in a matter of seconds without the need to re-authenticate, repackage, or ship the item anywhere. eBay Vault, of course, kind of like GOAT, you have it there, it's in their storage facility, you sell it, and it switches. Right now, someone else owns it. They can do whatever they want. They want to take it out of the vault. They want to keep it there and sell it down the road. But eBay is really happy about this, and they're really pushing for this. And this will be the next big thing that really they had B talking about this and really trying to give them more info about eBay Vault. And Palma, what's up? And last, eBay's digital wallet. Investors heard about new payments feature, not from Best Offer, immediate payment, but eBay's first digital wallet. Beginning next quarter, sellers will be able to store sales proceeds in their digital wallet, getting near instant access to use those funds to shop on eBay. Let me see what the chat has to say. Any comments on number 1, 2, or 3? Things you like, don't like, things you can see right through eBay. Let me see. Danny said you get to clear out your house now. Wife will be happy. eBay before authenticating was fine. I don't need anyone to authenticate my Nike Pegasus 38 SA. I do agree on that. I feel like there are some shoes that just no need to send them to authentication. And even then, it's like, I don't want to risk them saying they're not necessarily not authentic, but like, hey, they got this small little scratch on here. Now they're not accepted, or UPS messed up the box, or, stuff like that happens. So eBay store credit, price assassins. I really don't understand vaulting items. So we can talk about that a little bit more. eBay should go back to these days of Beanie Babies, Norman Rockwell plates. And that's the thing, though, is like, man, collectible side. which that is technically coming back. Is the vault going to be like Amazon FBA? Yes and no, because with FBA, you can sell whatever the hell you want as long as you're ungated. You can send it to them, storage fees, all of that. eBay Vault, they're really starting off with cards. I mean, that's kind of like their go-to. Eventually, collectibles. I don't know what that means or what kind of collectibles. And then, like it says here, expand to luxury goods. That's going to be down the road. But for right now, cards. And they can let customers choose to authenticate or not. Big Money Mo, you're making too much sense here in the chat. Vault seems like the Amazon format. I sold some Jordan cleats for $450 and canceled the order because it's not going to authentication. Didn't want to get scammed, man. Let me see. I got into Funko Pops. Hope they include them. We're going to talk about that. Let me go back up to see. What are some of the comments I missed? eBay needs to go back to the old days when they began. They have dropped off as the last few years. Let me see. That's from William Perry. Yaroslav, the reason they're trying to sell part because when the car prices go up and there's a recession, more people fix their cars than buy new ones. So that actually makes more sense. They're trying to get into that trend, car parts, which makes perfect sense. Price Assassins, yes, so GOAT storage pretty much for eBay Vault. GOAT payment is too good, especially if you got PayPal business card, SA. Keep going up. They want to compete with Rock Auto. There we go. Mendes finds. Amazon have problems with payments too. Orders that sold and no payments staying pending for weeks. Big Money Mo. Clark Kent, $10 on the super chat. My man. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. $10. Let me get this out of the way. All right, good. Clark Kent. Thank you, sir. What happened to Burlington, Ross, and Marshalls from Allen? Which we're going to get into the fines, but totally different ballgame for the last couple of years. Yes, but they're fake cards. Who's going to authenticate them? William Perry. We heard radio advertisement for eBay Motors today. Danny says, so see, there we go. Full funnel marketing. Parts and accessories. Let me go to the next. So this is what they say. By 2024, the future of eBay, this is what they're looking at. Our intention is to scale our focus categories to cover at least 50% of the site within the next 3 years. These 5 categories, 50% of eBay. Makes me wonder, so what else is out there that is not included in here that sells really well on eBay that we're not including? Of course, there's a lot of cheaper items and stuff like that that people buy. But we have I have 10 things that trends, they come and go. And you guys are going to let me know in the chat, smash or pass on some of these things. Clark Kent makes perfect sense. eBay 2024. These are the 5 categories. Electronics not included. Very good point. Yaroslav, not in here. Resell freak clothing. B is getting back into the import car game. He's going to go hard. There we go. Danny Sen. A huge cell phone accessories market on eBay. Dapper Fanatic. Very true. iPhones, all of that, which not in here as well. Let's go handbag sourcing. Rodolfo. My first eBay purchases were JDM car parts for my Acura Integra, Southtown Finds. I thought they made the most out of selling heavy and farm equipment. Athletic wear, clothing, and fragrance. That's very true too. They're focusing on these categories that they probably the most profitable money for them. Vintage stuff always does well. I need to start snatching all the handbags at Nordstrom. Luxury handbags usually. Will Ross ever get Nike shoes again? As of right now, not looking good. Trading card market is dropping significantly. We're going to talk about that too. Stealthy Fine says no. Let me go back up to the chat and see what else did I miss. eBay or GOAT for retro selling. I've been sticking to GOAT right now. I'm trying to work on a GOAT tip video on some things that I think would help. Let me see. Don't wait on Ross. Stealthy finds. Okay, so let me get this chat thing set. The bee's not here yet, but I have 10 different trends categories since we're talking about the future of eBay. Smash or pass. And what I mean is, do you see this category growing or do you see it dying? You have to tell me in the chat. Here we go. First one, Funko Pops. We saw this trend. And then Funkos, we had Comic-Con exclusives. We had store exclusives. We had every characterable, I guess, character and I don't know, well, I would say like teams into cartoons, into everything imaginable. Funko Pops. Do you see them going up? Do you see that trend going up? Smash or pass? I'm going to put it into the poll. You can also answer there. Funkos. See, smash, pass. This is also one that was not included in eBay's categories. Maybe collectibles. I guess this would fall into play. StockX also selling Funko Pops. How do you feel in the chat? Let me see. Pass, pass. What's good? The man misinformation in hand. Pass, pass. Resale Freak says dying. Puma Hustler says I jumped on board. One Kick Finder, pass, pass. Price Assassins, pass. Smash on some. And Palma, pass to Saturated Now. Dapper Fanatic. Let me see, 2 pass in a row. William Perry, Flipping the Hustle. The new Beanie Babies, too hard to find. Limited to releases. PT Hunter. Limited edition always, but overall pass. Mendez finds. Let me see, Behind the Back Pass. Coup Kicks. Funko for a 30-year-old man with weird antisocial behavior. SA. Let's see, nah. Too legit. Keep it simple. Pass, just gave my Funkos to my Nike plug. There we go, Oscar. Jake, Funko equals trash. Puma, the Funko Pop game is tough. You got to know which ones to buy. I got into distribution, so I buy at cost. And you want to focus on new era hats, Kicks for the Soul. So in the end, let me see. Smash, 15% on Funko, 85% say pass. And I end the poll there. And I agree on the Funko thing. I just think they made, but this happens with everything, right? They make too many, less of them are limited. And I think the hype just kind of dies down because people are get overwhelmed by there just being so many of them. End up buying, and then they take how much room? Imagine just full collectibles on there. Next, smash or pass Pokemon cards. I'm not talking about football, or I'm not talking about NFL, NBA, none of that. Pokemon cards first. Graded. Where do you think this is going? Smash or pass? Future of eBay, future of selling, future collecting. How do you feel? Cho says pass. PT Hunter, pass. We're going to start the poll. Pokemon cards. Smash or pass. And get in the poll. There it is. Let's see what they say. Pokemon might dip. Hold on. Pokemon might dip, but still long-term solid. Smash. Styletown finds. Remember, there's no right or wrong answer. I can't predict the future. But I like having these conversations because it's like, what is trending? What are people into? What are people going to be buying, collecting, things like that? Let me get my headphones on because the bee.
Yo, yo, yo.
What up? There he is. Let me see. I'm forever beating myself up about Pokemon. I gave my collection to little kids years ago. Clark Kent. Let me see. Smash for like 3 more years tops. Dead after that. Astro Drip. Too much research needed and picky buyers. See, Hustle in Silence. Glenn works for eBay target marketing. Let me see. I got my son into Pokemon cards. He loves it. I think it's great, for having kids and collecting cards, things like that. I guess in this case, we're talking about graded cards and
Mhm.
30-year-old dudes and collecting cards, spending their money in that, investment wise, stuff like that. Let me go back. So, B, you're on our second item. You came in at a good time. Our
First,
first item was a Funko Smasher Pass. The
ooh,
future of Funko. How do you feel?
I mean, I've never really, done a bunch of research about it, but I think it's just another thing, the collect. I mean, I'm sure. I mean, there is definitely a market about it, but I feel like you have to be an expert about it. It can't be. I feel like the barrier of entry to do well in certain categories that are smaller would definitely be harder, and I think Funko's one of them.
All right, the B on Funko Pokemon cards. Our poll, where is it? I just ended it and it disappeared. I think it was like 60 something percent. There it is. 63% said pass, 36% said smash.
Hmm.
Next category, sneakers. Where are we? Do you see it going up? Do you see it maybe slowly dying out? Do you give it 2, 3, 4 more years? Let's see what the chat says. B, what are your thoughts? Sneakers, where are we?
I think it's a cycle. Considering that I would say that the last 10 years, kind of like I've been in the sneaker, beyond reselling. It's a cycle because there were times that like let's say the Royal One, the Space Jam, the Bread 11 era, it peaked to a point that I could remember selling Space Jam 11s for $600, and then all of a sudden every ones just started going up. Chicago ones. So I feel like I would say the classic sneakers would be there still, and then the collectible sneakers, more like the limited. If we talk about like Travis Scott's, the Unions, the Kobe Grinch, I think sneakers that have history, I think will do well in the longer run. I feel like the other retros that are coming out, we're gonna see spikes of them. Like the Black Cat fours. Those are spikes. Oreo fours. Uh, we saw the turbo greens, right? Those were spikes. So they're like limit certain nuances about certain prices. But I think overall in general, it's hard to lose sneakers in the long term.
Yaroslav, everyone here will be biased. Coup Kick's gonna die down when the economy crashes later this year. Everything goes in cycles, Dapper Fanatic. William
Right.
Perry, it's dying somewhat, but people always want new releases. And let me see, younger generation don't want anything if it's not a Jordan 1, 3, or 4. And let me see, functionality is going to grow over style, I think. People will wear them more. 92% say smash, 8% say pass. No surprise there. I feel like it is somewhat dying in, I guess, like they said, from not Jordan 1s, 3s, 4s. They're making a lot of dunks. Um that that perspective, but I guess I just wonder reselling wise how that's going to work because everybody has a store now, right?
Mhm.
Everybody is on IG. Everybody's at SneakerCon trying to hustle another person because
Right.
they know, oh yeah, I just, I'm flipping this, I'm flipping that. But is that good long term though? Is that a
Right.
business model to follow?
Right.
It's
Um,
dying because everyone is a reseller, says AN.
yeah, I mean, because I feel like, it's like the era that we're living in, it has accelerated everything. I feel like, and in a way, the cost of entry is easier.
Mm.
We're talking in an era where it's so easy to get a credit card. We're talking an era where the selling platforms are literally on your phone. You literally don't have to have a computer, right? So the cost of entry, I think, is definitely a lot easier because back in the day, you have to go to shows on weekends.
Yeah.
Now you can sell all week long. During school days, like I feel like, um, so with it blowing up on social media, brands are definitely taking advantage of with ads and stuff like that. So I feel like the level of consumerism mindset or trying to stay a cool factor is not just talked about in school anymore. Now it's talked about outside of school, when they're on their phones. So that's definitely, I think it's built a lot more, kind of like, it became more open, I would say, that anybody can go to YouTube how to sell sneakers on StockX, on Goat, on eBay. If they want to, they can learn it. Back in the day, you've had to know somebody that was successful for you to be able to, try.
Yeah. One Kick Finder reseller stores will close in big numbers. That was
Mhm.
the thing that I talked to B. I was like, even in my city, we had like 4 different sneaker stores randomly kind of open up. Like one of them inside of a gym. That's kind of random. They're kind
Mhm.
of opening up like barber shops. Like at one point we had like all these different barber shops. Everybody's cutting hair.
Right.
And so I don't know, like not everyone's gonna survive. And that's the thing
Yeah.
I guess we're gonna find out. Next, Supreme.
Ooh, it's gone and sailed.
Supreme in the chat. Smash or pass? B.
Ooh, pass. It's done.
B saying it's done. I mean, their
Um,
latest collab would say no, but
the collabs, yeah, I think the
oh,
collabs
okay.
will do well. I mean, like, I think just overall in general, if we're talking what in a business sense, if we talk ROI and relying more on Supreme, and if you don't have a bot, or if you're not in New York, or places that actually have stores, um, I think it's very hard to get the hype and limited ones. But there's money to be made, and I feel like I think this is one of those more niche down category that you have to know which ones, right? Like box logos,
Yeah.
everybody stock up on those. There are certain accessories that are hype, so I feel like you have to be really in it. But again, it's hard to get quantity. You can get quantity. You can't cop 5 box logos off of Supreme site. You only have one chance. So if kind of if you want to rely on that, uh, I think overall, long term, they might do well. I think like the older ones, because their brand is built on they don't make the same things again.
See,
So
people spending money they don't have to flex on people pretty dumb. Nick K.
yeah,
And if you get Supreme, they are one-off buys,
yeah,
looking
a
through
very one
leaks.
off. Yeah, yeah.
William Perry Supreme is dead, but Big Money Mo smash on Supreme. It will come back stronger.
Mm.
Supreme is trash. SA.
Well, let
Pass,
me tell you
pass,
this:
pass.
did they lose their flavor or their hype when they sold their company?
That's a good point too.
That
I
now
feel
it's
like,
now it's a
yeah,
matter of just profits. It was, because they were built for culture, but at some point, I don't blame them for their trying to cash in now. So at this point, it's just a matter of quantity releases every week, and then just
Supreme.
I mean, 'cause, yeah,
Oh, good.
the retail is so high. They don't make it's nowhere close to the production cost for them.
Yeah, oh, for sure. Pass 69% on Supreme and Smash 30%. How did we get 69% and 30% on the poll? There's like 2 options. Come on, YouTube. Next, vintage tees. Put in the poll. This is like hey bro, don't you know I'm wearing like a single stitched vintage tee? Like That kind of stuff. That kind of vintage tea.
Dude, I don't get
Smash
it.
or
I mean,
pass.
growing up, I saw vintage teas all around the Philippines because they were pretty much hand me down.
The bootlegs.
Just cheap, pretty much trashed items. You know, um, but I don't get it. I guess it's the nostalgia feel and stuff like that. Um, I don't know. I haven't been I haven't been I guess alive enough to see the cycle of vintage teas. I've just seen them on concerts, and next thing you know, now they're overpriced. What do you think?
I mean, I think they're super overpriced, but at the same time, it's like it's just funny the way we work and we look at things as a society, like seeing people rock J's and
Right.
vintage tea, or like people. It's kind of like the question, like, "Hey, did you notice this dude's wearing a fake jersey or fake
Mhm.
shoes? Did you notice my T-shirt is a single stitched whatever?"
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
does it really matter? Do
Do you
people
have to
care?
announce
Sure,
it? Do
they
you have
do.
to announce it? Yeah. I mean, I agree
You
with
have
you.
to announce it if the people don't know what it is,
Right,
or
right. Like, and I feel like it's a point of like kind of like a more of like people get offended if you don't know that or if you don't appreciate their vintage tea. I'm like I have one like that. I wear it to sleep. Like a raggedy
yeah.
shirt. I wear it to sleep. I don't wear it to a concert. I don't wear it to I don't know because me like my point of view of like shirts, like cool shirts, like it has to have a story or something like that, but it can't be ran down like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, I would buy a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but it gotta be brand new, like
Mm.
fresh. I can't be like this dude's been used by 10 people, and then all of a sudden you're the 11th person. Like, oh yeah, I'm cool.
You're
Like,
like that last wash before it just
yeah,
completely
dude,
goes
yeah,
to shreds.
I can't. Like I do have a bunch of OG Bulls vintage T-shirts, but they have tags in them, brand new. Like so, I mean, even my wife rocks the sweaters and stuff like that. She loves them, and like it looks good because it's brand new. But I don't know if they're single stitch. I don't know how many were made. I don't know if it was sold at the exit number 5 only or something like that.
Let me see what the chat says. Interesting on this one. 53% smash, 47% pass. So we're a little mix on vintage teas. Let me see. That will die down another 2 years. Too legit. Pass too many reprints.
That's true.
503.
Okay, I mean, Glenn, I mean, you're a designer. Can you design this and have it printed on a tee?
Yeah, you can do that. There's even
Yeah,
people on IG offering for that. Like, here's the
yeah,
layout. You can go get it done
right.
yourself.
Like, because I know somebody that opened a store that now like all the digital printing, they could make it like look faded and everything like that. I'm
Yeah.
like, I'll drop that. I mean, as long as they're not raggedy,
You'll rock that, but will people know
that it's
that?
real or
Yeah.
reproduction.
I bought a Michael Jordan restaurant vintage tee and nobody noticed, Danny said.
Exactly. I feel like that's like I think that these people are already like halfway mad because you didn't acknowledge their vintage tea. And the moment you say comment, they just unleash.
Next, sports cards. Okay, now we're getting to NBA, NFL, MLB. Where are we headed? Sports cards. Let me see. To the poll. And here we go. It is live. Smash or pass. So you're graded Luca. You're graded John Morant. You're graded LeBron rookie.
Right, right, right.
Where are we?
Hmm.
One kick finder trash.
I haven't I've bought a bunch for a buddy of mine, and you've seen them, like signed Luca and all that
Mm,
jazz.
mm.
I just sent him another box, and they're all signed and graded. I
Dang.
think that's a good investment overall if you kind of see like an icon on its way up.
Mm,
But I feel like he's better off doing and spending that $500 $600 on that thing because it's gonna go up to 6 7 8 to 1,000. But what I don't get is like the gamble of opening the
Packs and
pack,
boxes and
right?
okay.
Because there's no data to prove that the boxes in Cincinnati has 20% chance over the boxes in El Paso.
Mm.
I feel
You're
like
looking at
those,
it as like a scratch off lottery
yeah, like that.
example.
Like I can't, I don't see a point on that unless you have disposable income. But to make a business out of opening packs, I don't think that's the way to go. But if you're knowledgeable enough, you can resell the packs. Now I think that's better because you're not in a losing situation because obviously you can resell or break even on the packs and open packs. But once you open them, you get a bunch of. I know a guy that opened it at one of one of a dude that we don't even
Bench
know.
warmer.
Yeah, it's signed and everything. I'm like, yeah, like great, but like it's worth 20 cents. So I think that I think is just not. I think for fun, yes, we all have like hobbies and stuff like that, right? It's like us wearing a $400 shoe that we lose depreciation $100 when we sell it. I see that. But if you're trying to open packs, that's your business strategy that you're gonna get something out of it. It's not. And I mean, I think everybody knows that they've just been making more. I mean, they just saw the market. It's like, oh, the market's getting suckered in. Let's just print more.
Here's the thing. So I agree with graded cards and investing. I think down the road, especially like you said, superstars down the road that I
Right.
think they're going to go up in value. You are going to have to find, of course, the right buyer down the road
Mm-hmm.
that will want to purchase that item. As far as buying boxes, let's say you're guaranteed one autograph per box, but now boxes have also gone up in price, $300, $400, $500, $600. So that is also coming into play.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, like the thrill. It's the thrill of the hunt, thrill of the rip, like Dapper Fanatic says.
Uh,
And that's the thing though, is like that's where the fun comes into play. And someone said Drake, what, opened like 150,000 in cards last night. That's
that was
that's part of
that
it.
was
And like,
that was cheap for him.
yeah, exactly. We're not Drake. Um, Got to buy and sell a lot of trash to break even. Stealthy finds.
Uh,
You're essentially buying stock equity in a player. That's also true too.
yeah,
Injuries come into play, they get released.
dude, look at Zion.
That's crazy, huh?
Huh?
Zion, Calvin Ridley gambling on games.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's gone for a year. Different things come into play.
Mm-hmm.
Ruggs accident that
Oh
unfortunately he
yeah.
was in.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. There's a lot of factors that come into play on that end. Um, so yeah, cards, that's a different ball game. But our chat says, or our poll, 57% say pass, 43% smash.
Oh wow, we got some card investors here.
Next, video games. Let me see. Where's my poll? They don't let me do any more polls. There we go. All right, video games, vintage games. But I wonder where. I mean, the future of video games seems to be all downloading, all virtual, less and less
Mhm.
disc and physical copies.
Right.
Let me
Mhm.
see video games. Put this in here.
I think certain ones that do well because they are not gonna make any of them again. It's kind of like I feel like they're like vintage cars.
Mm.
That there are certain ones that were very nostalgic and stuff like that. That there's gonna be a market for them. And I feel like video games for our era, it's like I think it hasn't reached its peak yet because we're still younger. I feel like when we get older, the people that have played the older, the not I'm talking about 90s video game, the cartridge and stuff like that. I feel like once PS3 happened, I don't think there's any more nostalgia feel of that because everything's downloaded, CD, everything became accessible. Because back in the day, there were no. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think they made more when they sold out. They just sold out,
Mm.
or maybe there was a big re-release or something like that. But I think the limited factor of it, I think, is gonna play a role overall. But I think the newer ones, I don't think there is, unless you're like garage sailing or thrifting those video games.
I mean, I agree with B. I think that market will always be there because of the vintage, the old school vibes, things like that. Childhood playing games, collect them, things like that. I think that'll always be there. I don't really see that because even like B said, it's gonna be harder to find. I mean,
Yeah.
older cartridges and stuff like that. It's not like you just get them wherever you want.
Mm-hmm.
Hustle and Silence been selling them pretty easily lately. There we go. There's a good comment, William Perry, that people agreed with. Focus on women's shoes, clothes, and handbags. Women spend 225% more money than men. B.
That's a pretty good comment right there. I would agree, but that would be that would be confusing, and that's all right. Let's put it this way. That's asking me if I was a fish to climb a tree.
I mean,
Like,
we're
I'd
talking
rather.
about, look how big the women's section is at Ross. We always talk about that all the time.
I
That's where they
know,
make the
right?
most
Like,
money in.
dude, like low key, I'm waiting for the boot sale at Nordstrom Rack. Don't tell anybody, right? Only the people that are watching this. Because I even got Glenn to start going to Nordstrom Rack and finding hunter boots and fry and all that jazz. Which what before we met, we never knew that until we
Yeah.
start looking into that, department. And heck yeah, we made a bunch of money with that. But for us, it's a cool event for us to do. But I don't think I could live with doing that every day. Imagine the
Mm.
customer service. I mean, dude, I saw a Poshmark and all the questions I was like, I'm a size 6 usually. Can I fit in a 7? I'm like, if you can grow your feet, yes. Or if you can shrink your feet, yes. That's one of the things. Like
Mm.
spending
That's a good point.
100%. Customer service, I mean, yeah, I might hire somebody to deal with all that, but for now it's just me and my wife. I don't want to deal with a headache. Because you can, I mean, you look at all the posters and the thrifters that are selling on those category. One hole or one thread gets returned.
That's true. All right, can I
And
get the exact measurements on this dress?
yeah, to the
Exact.
yeah, exact, yeah.
Next, Legos. Ask your community. Here's the poll. Legos. Where do you see them going? Smash or pass? How do you feel? For me, I'll answer before B. I feel like Legos is another one of those things that, I mean, look how long they've already lasted and how long they've been here. Legos just keep going up. And especially now with different exclusives, it's different from Funkos because Funko's just making whatever. And they're just,
Yeah.
those are all over the place. But
There's so many
Legos,
categories.
it's gone, it's out there, that's it. It's done.
Yeah.
And that's where they just keep going up in value.
Mhm.
So Legos, definitely see it. The bad thing about Funko too, I remember like when they first came out, they had like a Ghostbusters set. And it was like, oh yeah, these are retired. They're not going to come out anymore. And then like 2 years later, they just rebranded it with a different looking box. And it's the same characters. It's like, well, I guess the first box is retired, but they still came out with them again. This case, Legos, it's done, and they're gonna go up in value. Yeah, they're expensive to begin with. So let me see. I think if you can hold on for years, but I can't afford to do that. Legos therapy for people.
Yeah. That's what I was literally gonna say. Like, I can build Legos. I could, kill time with it. Maybe when I get old, that might be a hobby that I'll pick up.
True.
Like those 2,000 pieces, something like that. Because like the only Legos that I want are like $500 retail, and then they're the ones that get sold out, and then now you have to pay $700 for them. Like those Porsches and those like cars, and then I do like the architecture and stuff like that. And I was gonna start buying one. I was like, wait, if I want that, I want this. I'm like, that's $1,000 to just have 5 pieces.
There we go. I saw a YouTube video of a man main source of income is investing in Legos, says Mark. Is this your last one? Oh no. NFTs.
This is where you lose me.
That's NFTs, smash or pass. Let's see. I'm curious. Let's see what
Yeah, let's
what
see.
they
I'm not
say.
even gonna answer Glenn because I don't think I'm qualified to talk about
Okay.
it.
An example would be Gary V's V Friends. Grabs a piece of paper, writes or draws, I don't know, like a half-assed bear and calls it something to do with social media and then puts it on there. And it's also used as a ticket for a V conference. Some NFTs don't have different, I guess, access to things. Some are original, some are not, some are screenshots, and some are scams. Some people would say NFTs are just getting started. Let me see what they say. 68% pass. I still don't get NFTs. Dapper Fanatic. I'm not sure about them. Smooth sailing. I hope it's 100% pass. Chico. I'm good with branded NFTs. We sell freak. NFT absolute scam. Someone got scammed out of fake Eminem NFT for 450K. Dang. I think it'll fade fast. I just invest in stocks, mutual funds, and a little crypto. Mendez.
No.
Pip, a little rug pull. NFT.
Dude, let's just put it this way. I don't know anybody that in our level of income that has made it big cost of NFT. Um, I feel like it's the rich that's already getting richer on this game. Unless you probably super geek out and you probably have to run bots to buy this or raffles and stuff like that. I'm sure there has been raffles, so I think you could get lucky there for trying. But again, it's one of those things that um there's no solds, right? There's no history. So you can't go.
Well, there is a lot of history actually on NFTs because you're gonna
There
see if
is.
it transferred to someone else's wallet or not. When did it get
Oh,
sold?
but I'm saying like there's no like the cycle hasn't been that long.
Oh, okay. You're talking about
But
longevity, not
yeah, the
really like
longevity. So I
you're
feel
not seeing
like
a 5-year history, 10-year
yeah,
history,
so I
or
feel like your window of study is yes, like you said, like the history of how who you got sold to, that one, right? But I don't think that's market because that's like the early adopters, right? I mean, if I talk to all my friends that I know right now, I probably only have probably less than 10% that knows about NFT. So
Mm,
that alone itself is like, where do you get your data and who's feeding you the data? Because obviously, who's feeding you the data right now, it's not big market. It's more of like very niche market. So most of the time, they're just gonna tell you what they want you to hear, or what could benefit them. So I don't
yeah.
think there's that big contrast or like a bigger sample.
Let me see what the chat says. 35% smash, 64% pass on NFTs. Resell freak. As with everything, invest in what you can lose and do your research. Is this the last one? Hot Wheels.
Oh, dude, what was that Hot Wheels that came out? There was like a collab with like a BMW or something like that. Um, Obviously, I think the limited runs are gonna be money. But there's just, I feel like okay, to give you a perspective, there's probably like 1,000 to 1 Hot Wheels that is gonna go bonkers. So they make 1,000
Mm,
and then you get that one. So I feel like to sift through the 1,000 to get that one, I feel like that's hard. Uh, Again, I would put this to kind of like a Lego or like a Funko Pop that it's so like specific, you
So you're
know.
saying you and Prize Assassins would rather collect real cars?
Oh, 100%. I think it's easier to read. Like look at all the Porsche 911s, even like brand new trucks, Raptors and stuff like that. Like you drive it for a year and then you sell it for what you paid for. But some of them are like over sticker, right? Type R's going for like $10,000 over sticker, and you literally could buy that and flip it to the next dealer, and they'll give you money on it.
Pip,
So
a lot of work and a lot of old guys in Hot Wheels, but interesting. So when I in college when I worked at Toys R Us, we had um, a lot of older guys asking for the box of Hot Wheels. Go through them. Want to get the more limited ones. This is back when like Hot Wheels. They would also ask for McFarlane. The sports ones. Wrestling toys have always done well. Always asked for those. Those are kind of the main three, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Everything now is over sticker, Big Money Mall.
I mean, I'm at AN. I'm nostalgic to Hot Wheels because I played with them growing up. So
Of course.
I think maybe 10, 15 years from now, it might have more like nostalgia value to it. That's gonna kind of like help it grow. But when I played it, I really played with it. It wasn't because like I was collecting them. So that might be the difference there. That right, like when we were kids, we really didn't know the value
Mm.
per se. We just played it. So we're probably gonna just buy. For me, I'm just probably gonna buy the cars that I want in Hot Wheels form.
Mm.
But to collect it and go deep, I don't see myself doing that.
All right, let me get this thing. That was our last one, actually. And overlay.
Oh man,
Let me see. Where are you
it's
going?
ten oh
You're going
six.
somewhere?
No, it's 10:06. I'm like, like you're probably about
That's true. We weren't supposed to go over. We're.
yeah, you're probably your bedtime or something.
I know. Last thing before we go. Hold on. Let me see. Share screen. I need to eat something too. Like here we go.
Oh man, see this guy.
Big Money Mo.
Oh wow.
Huh? A little bit here. Not sure how you do that, but respect, Mr. Maverick. We gotta talk to Mr. Maverick,
Right.
especially that huge month.
Yeah.
That is wild. Next, someone else. Oh, what is this? NBA wristbands. All kinds of Nike accessories. Nets, Thunder, $4. Wristbands. And Big Money Mo again. One per customer. Or Big Money Mo, how many did he get? Five? Five
It
per
depends
customer.
how many Big Money Mo is.
Yeah.
How many person this guy is, right?
Let me see. There we go. Funky Finds. Dolphins jersey.
Oh.
So
Who's
specials under the
99?
glass.
Who's 99?
Jason Taylor. And pre-match kit. There we go. C&J. And Curry Sesame Street shirts. Flipping for funds. $13. Let me go out of here. All right, B, before we go, South by Southwest, anything that we talked about before you were here, the future of eBay.
Right.
Anything else you can tell us about eBay Vault?
Oh, it's getting built for sure. It's gonna be in a tax-free state. That way, they're trying to cater to people that wants to trade more than sell.
Interesting.
So it's from what he explained it to me that it's going to be more of a storage unit for people because he's heard a lot of stories that they have like like dudes have like $200,000 worth of cards in their basement or in the shoebox or something like that, and then just the transaction of it trying to trade to someone, it just causes a hassle, right? Like, okay, Glenn, we can't trade on eBay. Pretty much, you buy mine and I'll buy yours. That's pretty much what's gonna happen, right? But that transaction is gonna incur fees, and gonna incur shipping costs and taxes in our state. So what's gonna happen is gonna be housed in one state. So when you guys both do the transaction, it'll be a tax-free transaction, because there's no sales tax there. So that's that was one of the takeaway. But interestingly enough, this was the first time that I worked with the buyer side of eBay. So I wasn't really familiar with the people there. um, but tell you what, they're very aggressive as far as pleasing the buyer and trying to gain buyer market share. And they just they chuckled when I told them about like, man, I love the no fees, you know, and then they were like, yep, we saw that, we saw that the market share for other platforms were gaining, and they literally did that and got the market share back. So from what he's told me, you know, the stats is still outweighing so much, favoring eBay as far as the global market share. So that was reassuring that they're aggressively looking for more buyers, which eventually that's what we want. So I was talking to him about just the traffic that we've been getting in our store, especially Q4, and he doesn't seem surprised with the traffic that we're getting. It's because those are intentional moves to get more buyers. So the next move is trying to get the Gen Z to eBay. So there's a couple projects that hopefully we're going to be a part of the pilot program. We can't say anything about it yet, but know that this is these programs are meant to get more buyers to shop on eBay. Uh, which one of the projects that I can talk about is them bringing the refurbished program on eBay. So I don't know
Mm.
if you guys are familiar that I've shopped refurbished electronics on eBay now, like Bose, Samsung. There's multiple brands that direct sell to eBay as far as refurbished programs. So that's good because that's something that Amazon does, but they don't fully advertise that. But if you guys scroll on your feed on your eBay shopping in your app, you'll see it in the bottom. So those are, I think those are good overall to bring all these people in our platform because they said, especially sneakers, sneakers is one of their big pull to bring customers in. But the sneakerheads buy electronics too. We buy clothing too. We buy other stuff too. So that was very reassuring.
Any immediate payment on best offer?
Yeah,
Talk.
it's not their program, the one that I was there, but it's definitely in pilot already. Certain people already have it. So from what I heard, don't quote me on this, I think it's fall for everybody to get in.
Okay,
But
hopefully.
there's been listings. From what I heard, I think they're doing it by category. So I don't know where we fall on that.
Speaking of refurbished, Nike near doubled prices on refurbished. Big
Oh, that
money,
was
mo.
wild. Yeah, that's wild. That's wild. I've seen them too.
Any other, I guess, news at South by Southwest that we haven't really heard from eBay? We talked about eBay Vault,
Hmm.
or anything else that's kind of out there. Earlier, before you were here, we just talked about kind of like the 5 categories that eBay is really going to be pushing and wanting,
Hmm.
which was watches, handbags, sneakers, trading cards, collectibles,
Yeah,
and the last one was parts and accessories,
right.
cars for
Yeah.
cars and
So
motorcycles, things like that.
the car parts and accessories is definitely big. I mean, we've seen it in eBay Open. Um, the definitely the highlight that I got from him, he is a head of VP, the VP of buyer experience. That authentication is the key to the growth of what they're having. Um, the watches, the sneakers, and the handbags. It's pretty much it's what they're kind of like their number one bullets are, and obviously it's been working based on the feedback that I've been getting from him it's working that they're trying to erase the notion of, oh, don't buy on eBay because it might be fake, right?
Mm.
Like it's been hanging around uh the stuff. So he said that they've gotten the they've gotten that system down, so it's just a matter of making it bigger pretty much because again it's physical. It's a physical uh, person checking it. They haven't even it's because somebody asked if it's close to like AI, artificial intelligence. There's nothing you can do, especially with the sniff test. So they actually do sniff test. He said
Mm.
it's funny because he's been there. Hopefully we'll be able to visit there But there's literally people like that. I feel like he said they look like they're synchronized because after they do so many things and then they just sniff it, and it goes with brand new shoes, handbags, and stuff like that. They said it has something to do with the glue and stuff like that. So yeah, so overall, that's he said that's providing jobs, right? Because it's not like it's gonna get replaced with robotics or artificial intelligence.
And Palma, so I actually had a transaction where I accepted offer and got paid immediately, and it went to paid ready to ship.
Okay, yeah. So it's
So
yeah.
there we go. Some people
So
are getting it. I've been
yeah,
waiting.
and also too when you're listing, guys, it's on the very bottom.
Hmm.
There is like a check mark that you can click. I haven't ran to my own listings yet, but you can do that when you're listing. That it's an option. It's kind of like immediate payment required. It has something to do there. The
Mm.
require buyer to put in a payment to send an offer.
Well, I'll keep you guys posted whenever if I have access to this, because ever since I came out of the womb, I've been waiting for this. Just give us immediate payment on best offer. Come
Right,
on.
right, 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 right.
All right, we're done. Quick, not even that was a pretty good show. Good
Yeah.
hour, 15 minutes. So talking about the future of eBay and selling and trends. I like that. We went through 10 different trends and items, and we'll see you next Wednesday. Anything
Mm.
else going on? Hit me up on the DMs at Hustler Hacks on Instagram and also the B at the Hustle B, and go subscribe to his channel, Ken and JC. All right, we'll see you guys
All right.
on Friday's video, and then we'll go from there.